Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to cover the final parts of the Terraform basic course. This includes Terraform modules, functions, and conditional expressions. So let's start off by explaining what Terraform modules are. So pretty much it's like a container, right, for multiple resources that are used together. So every Terraform project has at least one module, which is the root module, which is just your main like config files, but the real power comes when you create your own reusable modules. For example, if you're spinning up an EC2 instance often, you can extract that into a module and reuse it as many times as you like. And sorry, I didn't realize it would become like that. Maybe I'll make it a YAML. So the structure of what it looks like is starts with root, and then you go main.df, which calls the modules, right? And the modules will be a my module, and so on and so forth. So here's an example usage module my EC2, and then you add the source, the instance types, and the AMI ID, right? And that's pretty much it. The module just encapsulates this logic, and you pass in variables when you call it. Next, we can talk about Terraform functions. They're just like any other functions, they're built into Terraform, and there's a bunch of them built in. And here's some quick examples like string manipulation. You can make all the characters become lower case with lower, upper, trim to remove the spaces, and replace like anything inside a string with something else. So here we replace all the hyphens in A, B, C with semicolons, so it becomes A, B, C. And we also have numeric functions that manipulate numbers, like max, find the maximum number between these three numbers, or find the minimum, or find the absolute value of -3. There's just some examples. There's a lot more you can find on the Terraform documentation. And finally, we can go on file functions like file user data.sh, and it'll just load that file. And finally, we end off with conditional expressions. This is pretty much Terraform's version of like an if-else statement. You use it when you want to return different values depending on certain conditions, whether they're met or not. And the syntax is condition, question mark, true value, and then false value. So for example here, let's say something variable.env equals prod, and if it does, then we'll return t3.large, and then if not, we'll return t3.micro. And so yeah, that's the basics of it. There's definitely a lot more to it that wasn't covered, but I'll definitely run through some demonstrations tomorrow, so I look forward to that, and see you guys tomorrow.